Hope it was probably here the first of trigger openings. I don't know if I even opened that video correctly. So yeah, I don't know what to call this series. It's gonna essentially, it's not gonna be like Hypocritical Saber openings. Because I was initially going to call it Hypocritical Trigger openings, but I don't know. Hypocritical Saber sounds more fun. But essentially, unlike that series, we're just going to have to deal with what we have, not wait out on items like Volume 8. Also, because I forgot that I haven't still opened this, we're going to also open Gashapon Ultra Metal EX. So, yeah, so again, like, traditionally, I would have liked to actually have my other 3 stuff, but I think it should be okay because Circle Arms can stand on its own, and I can just Sky type is programmed into here. Like all 3 of his forms are programmed into the spark lens. I was like, did I forget the batteries? No. So yeah, let's get straight into this. So jeez. I honestly would have actually liked to get the version that was the version that mimicked the original spark lens box, but I didn't want to get the set also because the set is like $90 on Amazon Japan. Obviously, and getting that off of Buy, that will just not be easy. So I'm in love with how small this thing is because again, oops. The Z riser is just as big. So like my initial deal with Trigger, why is this include instructions? That's weird. They said they weren't going to include instructions anymore. What the heck? Don't swing it. Bandai. So my deal with actually the spark lens was that I actually wanted to get this. I wanted to get the Chinese version. Oh wow, that's interesting. I want to get the Chinese version of this because the Chinese version has an exclusive hyper key, the trigger and Z key. For some reason, it's exclusive. The lights are really bad, but yeah, you can see how it's semi-hollow foil. Not really. So this is B001.
Ultraman trigger, multi-type. Sound mode. Ultraman trigger, multi-type. Circle arms. Hyper key mode.
Okay. The purple isn't as dark as I thought it was going to be. It's a lot brighter of a purple. Or it's a lot lighter. But here we go with the actual Guts Spark lens itself. Which this thing obviously is gigantic. Where did I throw this stuff? This thing is gigantic. Yeah, this thing is huge. I think this thing's a lot bigger than I thought it was gonna be. Superion.
Superior.
Yeah, so obviously the way this thing works, I'm not gonna, like, obviously with Japanese, like, with the Japanese toys, I don't do hacking the system on. Or I don't do hacking the systems on because, for the most part, I don't, because there's people like Crane Joe that have already covered how this works. And like, obviously, like, well, it's like you can do it for the American audience. It's like, not really. See, my issue is that I don't know how to frame this thing. Because I want to do it like this, but then the issue is that you're not gonna see the hyper key.
Superior.
So if I do it like this, oh wow, it cancels it. Yeah, this thing's a lot. This thing's a lot massive than I thought it was going to be. Like, I know this thing was pretty massive, but yeah, this thing's a lot more thicker than the Z-Riser. Oh my gosh. Like, obviously, like, man, I don't know which one's more practical now. like, obviously, like, so they're both weapons, obviously, but this one, it's like, you know, you can, like, pew pew with. And, like, they surprisingly made the handle a lot, like, more comfortable and such. How do you insert batteries into this thing? See, the thing is, I forgot to pull out. My sticks. Obviously, I need at least 3. Because I need to actually look at how you hacked into this thing. Because, or to simplify, this thing has the pin system. The pin system here, the track system here is actually the Russo, or the Russos, or the yokai metals. Which is interesting because I was never able to.
Superior.
Jeez. Where's the eject button? Wow. Wow. So I guess like when you like you just pull it out. I guess technically in show you hold it and pull it out. But
Superior.
But obviously I don't have the Resoul changer because, you know, I have the Dino Fury Morpher. I never bought into Resoldier, so technically I would never get to know how exactly that pin system will be. But so this is technically going to be my first and only chance of actually getting this pin system.
Ultraman trigger.
But I don't know, we'll try. But how much batteries does this require? Actually, 2? Oh wow. I thought this required 3 because I was like, wait, I only grabbed 2. Oh wow, this is the first toy. This is the first changer in a while that only include 2. Like, it does a lot for 2, honestly. Well, then again, you can say that with Sentai changers, but especially because this thing has 7 LED. I think it's because half of the pins don't do anything and they're just lights. But yeah, this thing is gigantic. Like, this entire mechanism is interesting. Like, I know I'm not showing it in full, but it's just really interesting as a whole. 'Cause, like, I really do like how they took, like, they took the look of the spark lens and just, you know, did an interesting job at, like, modernizing it. Like, yeah, it's gigantic, but I think I like the feel it has. But yeah, so I guess we should turn it on. Oh man, that blue LED's a lot weaker in person. Unless it's just my lights. Might be my lights. Because I think it's because I have it at the brightest, it washes it out. Let's see. Yeah, my lights just really wash things out. Pew, 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 pew. Pew, 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 pew. So then how does this work? Oh, okay. Okay, what? This is the first thing we're doing? Ow. Okay, so I must have did this wrong. Yeah, I did it wrong. I did the reverse. Okay, so no, because technically it should go like this. I don't know how this works. Okay, so I eject. Okay, so this is like the build driver where this thing will eject. So I guess that's what we'll do if you got something wrong. Okay, so I think, okay, so the pin system here is actually simple to do, I guess, because it's not as complicated as I thought it was going to be, because, you know, it's really difficult to try to, like, what I was trying to do with the Yokai Watch, the Hasbro one, I couldn't get anything out of that. So I was kind of fearing that with, like, that was going to be the same with, like, the Rear Soldier stuff, and then this, but it seems like this is actually easy.
Ultraman trigger. Multi-type. Superior.
So yeah. I don't like how the trigger keys are, but I guess I understand because they don't want it, because, you know, then like you're just gonna get the same thing as like you're gonna get in the Tiga keys. So that's the transformation. This is the circle arms. Sword finish. And if you did both, it's just this thing in gun mode, which is kind of weird if I have to be honest. Yeah, so basically in gun mode, I kind of wish that was like, I guess because Trigger Eternity, his weapon isn't, you know, like, I think the way they thought of it is like, okay, yeah, because this is essentially the way this works is kind of like Gashats. Because there's no way that, like I'm happy they actually programmed it so it actually does function the way it's supposed to function. But yeah, so we'll open up. We're gonna open the keys up in order of how. Oh, okay. Technically, Tiga would have been first, but whatever. So for the first time with Ultra, I guess because they actually make sounds, they actually did a promo item, or they actually did a pre-release item, which was Tiga. I still kind of wish Ultraman kind of stopped, or they kind of transitioned out of doing these type of packagings because it's annoying. Because obviously Ultraman, or Kamen Riders, stopped. Because all their stuff is cardboard. Is this even the Trigger logo? Yeah, New Generation Tiga. You honestly might just open all the keys. No, we open everything individually. So here's the Tiga multi-type key. Here's Trigger multi-type. So obviously they're supposed to be in the same pose and such. Tiga is B21. Wow. So it seems like so far the pin ends with 2 of these getting pressed in. So that's interesting. Let me keep it intact. These tabs.
Ultraman Tiga, multi-type. Sound mode. Hyper key mode.
Again, as cool as it would have been for Trigger to have that stuff, I understand that's the same sound. So, yeah.
Ultraman Tiga, multi-type. Superior.
This thing's gonna be really hard to frame.
Ultraman Tiga, multi-type.
Obviously, circle arms will just be the same.
Multi. Superior.
So, obviously, obviously with the older Ultras, which I think is kind of why they're not doing as much, they're kind of more lackluster with sounds. Just because, you know, this is the first sound gimmick we're having for this franchise. Not the first, like, toys to have sounds, but... because that will have to be... that will be Rube. And Rube did it interestingly. Because I think it's essentially what Revice is evolving. So... so again, we have here, we got power type. Which, this obviously you could have gotten a set alongside the got spark lens and the holder. Obviously I didn't want to get the holder. So this is B002, so... sound mode is just going to be the same.
Ground mode. Hyper key mode. Daratheum.
Cool. That's cool. So basically I need to elaborate on this too. So on top of like trigger, you know, this, you know, everything being in English, another thing as to why I actually probably was really intrigued to actually wanting the toys is because the composer for the series is the same composer as Ghost in Zero One. So obviously to have his music within these toys, or just to have him, you know, compose the jingles is cool. So I'm like, obviously I would want to get, you know, obviously, you know, because I really like his work, for Toku at least. So to actually like have some piece of it that isn't like actual music but like within the toys, it's cool. Obviously, if you're wondering, well, if these all have sounds, then why do they have different tracks? It's because the LEDs. That's really it. I don't think they're timed to the sounds. I think they're more timed, you know, just to match with the color. So like obviously like this one's red because of power type and such. But yeah, that's essentially it for Trigger. Because we're just gonna move 2 key releases later to the most recent release, Key Zet. Obviously the one everyone is pretty psyched for, and honestly I don't understand why, like, I don't know, I just find it, I'll admit, I think the releases, the key releases are kind of like too stagnant. Because it's just kind of like they're too spread apart. I like this shade of blue. It's really interesting. Like, I kind of wish the keys were actually like released uniformly, and I literally just forgot to film the review portion or the beginning portions of the reviews for these. Oh well. I only did it for Z. Like, I don't know. Like, I did it for Z just because it was convenient. Oh, well. Like, these can at least stand. So I think I should be fine. This one is B013. So, here we go with Zets.
Ultraman Z Original.
That's neat. Apparently, they said within the blog that, like, Zet's key, they changed the, like, they upped the sound quality, which I'm kind of like,
Ultraman Trigger. Multi-type. Ultraman Trigger. Multi-type Z Original. Sound mode. Hyper key mode. Sound mode. Sound mode. Hyper key mode. Hyper key mode.
yeah, it's really hard to tell. I forgot to do this one, but power.
Power. Daratheum.
Sword finish. Supposed to be claw impact.
Sound mode.
Like, I think if they actually do more ultras, which I think is unlikely, I think the color timer is definitely, like, the best part.
Hyper key mode.
Because, you know, if we get, like, Rosso and Blue, we can actually, you know, get their colors and such.
Ultraman Z Original.
Color timers. Why did I just say colors? Jeez.
Zestium.
That kind of sounded off pitch of it, to be honest. Like, the pitch kind of sounded off. I'm really liking how, like, I really love how they actually incorporated this LED, like, how they did the LED for this, for the core. Because essentially it's shining through here, but they actually made it so, like, it actually emitted only through here for the most part. Like, I just like how this worked. But, obviously, if we had to compare for the transformation, obviously, because we have to activate this.
Access granted. Ultraman Z.
I wish that was memorialized. So let's do it again. Oh wow, even this has the guts hyper, or the guts selects on it. I didn't even know that. like you know, like it's obviously it's just a singular key, so but you know it's just cool to like. I just realized I never did this. I don't know, I just think doing that's pretty cool. Just actually hearing Zet. Because, like, that's really cool they actually did do that, because that was, like, one of the first things people put out. Yes, you can sadly cut him off. Original. Sword finish. Yeah. So obviously these four don't have, or obviously only Trigger actually does have the unique finishers and such, but now we're going to. Do I even still have them on this phone in particular? I don't think so. Because I need to find Crane Joe's list of like the hyper keys. So then I can probably try to do like, you know, the premium sets. So then I know Crane Joe said like, oh, I think Crane Joe said like 11 through. I don't know, because that's why I got confused about. Because I'm like, because I no, Zed was 13. Where is the list? Great. So that's fun figuring out. So Crane Joe actually didn't make. I don't know. I don't think he posted it on his site, but I think he put it on Twitter, but like not on his site. I know he made a post about it. Yeah, so I'm out of luck here. So I have to try to figure out what is what. So I don't know how that would be. This is not gonna be fun. So this is. I like the echo. I guess this one only has the echo. How the heck does... Gosh, Dario, why didn't anyone... How the heck do you hack this thing? Oh shoot, this is the one that was broken. Oh, great.
Ultra Hero. That's Tim.
So, okay, if we... So this is what I essentially hope to actually try to do. We're gonna try to get Sky type, and then the Trigger and Zet. This is kind of why I wish that they would release these, like at least like release. I would like to personally if they just released like Gashapon Candy Toy versions of these. I know they'll waste slots, but I mean like so then we can have versions, so then we can actually access the like pre-programmed versions in here instead of having to rely on these. Because you know sometimes you just don't want to deal with sound. Let's just play both of these. That's great. Can do these two. So it seems like this one's the longest one. Other than that, like, how the heck am I supposed to get this thing? Now I have to try to figure out who this is. Well, how did you try to make it?
I followed this one recipe that just said beef cubes, chicken cubes, flour, and water.
Oh.
And it didn't go well. So there's no gravy. So I already stuck in something sharp. I think it's something sharp.
Oh. Red, white, red, white, red, purple. Who is this? Did I just do Tiga? Yeah, I just did Tiga. Apparently. I think it'll technically be a lot easier if I actually, oops, if I technically just left it open, but the heck, are there no combinations that? Come on. Superior. Who is this now? Is this another Tiga? Red, white, red, white, red. How do I keep doing Tiga? I swear, this is Tiga again. How the heck do I keep doing the same combination? Am I not switching it up? Ow. Huh. Okay, I guess I didn't read it. Red, white. Gosh darn it. Is this literally why do I keep doing Tiga? Obviously, that you can tell. I'm just assuming that both of these combinations are the same. Yeah, so I think I keep getting the same light combination. But they're technically different. So for the case of this one is B021. But then if I did the other one, it's the same. But I think I technically need to be more creative because I think I need to start being more creative because obviously this is not working out. I gotta somehow do Okay, so I guess you can't end the pin system the same. Gosh darn it. How does this exactly work? Yeah, so I guess we're not going to be able to get the sounds we want because I can't properly do it unless I actually just come on, just give me like at least give me a kaiju. Because my issue is that I don't want to like I obviously don't want to end the pin system for the pattern on the sticks, so then I can actually like so now I can actually end it. But it's just really hard. Okay, I guess we didn't get it. We failed. Okay, so let's probably try some pins to actually start from the beginning. Yeah, see, I think the issue is that I'm going way too slow. See, I wonder if this will actually... Yeah, so, like, this thing needs to have both pins pressed down, which is difficult. Gosh darn. See, how does everyone else come with reliable, like, ways of being able to... Well, obviously, like, they take it apart, but I mean, like... Oh. Okay, I got Glitter Eternity. Which, because the press release got, or the press, the press release just got released for that form. I actually like it's orange. The scans made it look red. And it's just white. Gosh darn it. Great. Okay, let's try to do power at least. Revolt. So what would Sky be? Apparently what I'm doing is not valid, which is... What if we did the opposite? Which is not reading. Because that's what I always try to do. It's just so... That is... I have to cut out so much of this half anyway, so let's move on to the final thing, because like this recording is already at like a hour. I was gonna say like 100 minutes, but let's finally open up the GP Gashapon, or the GP Ultra Metal EX. It's just like, what the heck? Wait. What? Wait, you gotta be kidding me. Wait, this is... Oh yeah. So this is already in its own kind of box, which is weird. So that's great. And then it's more paper. Why is it this premium? Typically, I don't like ripping the paper, but I'm just going to at this point just because it's like I don't get it. The entire idea of this set just doesn't make sense. I'm sorry. But this paper is just confusing. Do I have to open? How do I open this? Wait, why is it? Why is this so weird? Why is this? What? So this is the front of the box. And this is like the... Why? So this is printed as the front. And then like the sides here are fine. Like, I guess the sides here are fine, but then it's like, why is this? I don't get this. So. And of course, just more things to open. Wow. it's just a packet of Ultra Metals. Isn't that great? I guess for the sake of this set, I'll keep this bag for the stands because I don't have enough room for stands. So let's try to open these in order. So that's not it. Going into next. Where? That's bad. Where is Mother? There she is. So here we go. Here's Mother. Just throw that to the side. So every 3 I will do the sounds for. Where's Julian now? So Julian. And then Sora. So she's interestingly in green. Essentially, this set is just comprised of mostly female or ultra women, which is that's nice. But
Ultraman Z, Mother of Ultra, Union, Sora.
and I'll do this only for them.
Mother of Ultra, Union, Sora.
So just to summarize, Mother's the only one that actually has her finisher for this toy. Everyone else doesn't. So, the demo for this is gonna be fun. Okay, so boy, you'll get it. He's like obviously at first he was such an odd choice, but. You know, he's gonna be in the Destin, whatever the third one's called. The Destin Road? Or the Cross, whatever. How did I forget it already? Who's next? Scott? No, this is Chuck. Gosh. I'll hold off boy because we have to do the USA. I gotta say, these guys have to be with each other. You know, I wonder if they're actually gonna be in the next one too. I'm pretty sure that they're obviously holding back people because technically the only people they showed off was Zerth, Nice, and Boy. So, and then apparently Great and Powered are actually back. So, that's more fun. Yeah, this is Beth. So again, oh shoot. So let's. They won't do much. But Chuck. Scott. Beth. Okay, so who's next? Man, Xenon. Where is he? See, I thought at first this was Mebius Infinity, but nope. Why is Xenon before 721 and Neos though? That's weird. Again, here's Xenon. I don't think Xenon actually did get anything. Ultra 721? And boy, it's just going to be with Nexus. Then Neos, who's interestingly in green. I was going to throw the stand out. Why? So, even like.
Zeno. 721. Nails.
Even like people like Nails, like for example, you would think he would have his sound. Nope. So, up to him. Boy was supposed to be after Sora. Whoops. But anyways, so here's one of the most outrageous ones. The next, he finally got something. Ow, his stand hurt me. And then last but not least, which this one would have probably been the rare for a Gashapon set. Noah. So, I have everything except for Junus for Nexus. So that's great. Like, technically this is this Junus for the next? I can't tell. Man, if the next actually showed up in Galaxy Flight. Boy. The next. Noah. Again, like, Noah and Neos are weird because they clearly have sounds. But the Zet Riser takes it and disregards it. So, I do not understand that at all. But yeah, so that is Gashapon Ultra Metal EX. Will they do another one? Will we actually get more kaijus? Will we actually get more of Tiga's forms? Who knows? Because we know, because like we're getting Trigger obviously because of the encyclopedia. So hopefully these 12 medals actually do something, because for obviously for 8 of these, their sound is exclusive to this thing, not even in the Dark Zet Riser. So I'm pretty sure that they should be getting something. Other than that, like, I think the encyclopedia honestly might be the last Zet thing, because I think the dream of getting all of Tiga's forms, so then we can finally complete all the Ultra Fusions, or all the Fusion Ups and Fusion Rises. I don't think we're ever getting that. And I don't think we're getting all the kaijus we need, so then we can actually do all the kaiju fusions and just kaijus or villains that are programmed in the Z-Riser, but just for some reason haven't been released. Oh my gosh, look, Busca has a tail. Oh my gosh. I love Busca so much. He's cute. What year did he got released around Rube, didn't he? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did. I don't know what happened to my Busca crystal. My Gashapon set 4 of Rube crystals have still those are still missing. Even like after we like cleaned out everything down here. I don't know what happened to that box of Ultra accessories, or the Candy Toy Ultra accessories. I don't know what happened. But honestly, I'm going to just... These stands I'm just gonna throw into this bag until the review, and then I will most likely throw all the other stands in here because I just don't need these stands. The only stand I need was powered, but man, this was a weird set for sure. But you know, there you go. Back in. Why couldn't Bandai confidently release the Ultra Metals? That's what I don't get. So yeah, I'm going to struggle with trying to hack this thing because no one put out a track system, even though I know Crane Joe did put that out. I'll have to find that through Twitter, but whoop-de-doo. Okay, so I guess this wasn't initially supposed to be a part or at the end of this, but just because this is not justifiable for its own video, basically, I guess I have to repeat myself. I don't remember what I said by the end of the other part, but essentially, Body failed me, canceled my entire Amazon Japan order, and so I had to. Luckily, these were quickly back up on Mandarake, so I got that off of Sorrow once again, and then I picked up BB just to justify the shipping, because you know it was gonna be like the cost it was, so I might as well just throw BB in. BB, and then Power Data I got off of HLJ, so and I'm planning on getting the Glitter Blade off of Glitter Blade, like Glitter Tiga stuff is gonna be scattered, even though your Glitter Trigger, because technically I have to get the key now, but other than that, let's just take a look at this, and because I forgot to do it with the other ones, I guess I'm just gonna have to film the reviews with these opened. Which I wasn't really keen on, but you know. So I don't know what's up with Sky Type. I don't know why people really want to keep this one. And I did just come back from class, so. So here we go. We finally got our third key. This one is 0003. So.
Ultraman trigger. Sky type. Ground mode. Circle arms. Hyper key mode.
So we just simply. I don't remember how I framed this.
Ultraman trigger. Sky type. Run ball.
Yeah, the thing is that you technically can't press the trigger right away until this thing is done with this thing announcing itself.
Ultraman trigger. Sky type. Circle arms.
So there we go. Still here we finally got all three of Trigger's forms. So we might as well pull their respective tabs off for circle arms. And I guess the update on I don't know. I don't know what more I need to update on. Or I don't remember what I exactly did. I'm surprised of how shade of blue. But yeah, I figured out how the pin system works, thanks to looking at Crane Joe's diagram or key, even though he sadly didn't finish it. But essentially, you know, you just, I don't know if I actually did do it or if I figured it out. I'm pretty sure I did. But the thing is that you can actually do this like finger. I don't know what I'm trying to do. I'll do something random. Yeah, technically if it cancels out.
Trigger and Tiga.
Okay, so we got that, and you know. And technically do jack, just press anything. Something like that. So now circle arms, which this will be exciting. So again, it's surprisingly this thing literally runs only off of LR44s, which is impressive itself. Oh, let me fix the I didn't even cut the tape. Gosh darn it. Yeah, there's trigger multi-type. Obviously no instructions. This thing is really beefy for its size. What is up with this? That's interesting. So again, luckily I actually was. So the good thing is that my studio thing got delayed to 2 weeks, or technically 2 weeks. We were supposed to start at the beginning of this month, but we still had stuff to cover. I can't put this back in because the flap on the left is being stubborn. But basically, because we still had like 2 more things to cover before we can actually fully jump into studio stuff, we were able to, for me at least, that was good because then, it gave me extra time to actually get circle arms and sky type. I'm gonna have to go without the Ultraman 55th anniversary, but that doesn't matter. Like, that one technically is an exclusive, but technically also I could have, I could have done glitter trigger stuff, but this is the one of this is kind of the thing I don't really like about plastic trays. They're so stubborn at going in because they want to just they just don't want to go in at all. Now, where am I gonna put this? Well, I'm just gonna, gosh darn it. I put it behind the gut spark ones. As a bunch of hyper key boxes fall. Yeah, that's a lot smaller than I was anticipating, which is good because I'm gonna have to bring this stuff with me. So it's not as, oh gosh, it's not as much. This thing is pretty interesting. The power claw. Yeah, this is like an awkward angle to do things at. And then the sky arrow. The chrome is really nice, and the marbling is really cool. I wonder if the marbling's consistent or if it's different per product, just like Tattle Legacy. This is fun, but probably a lot easier to do without. Probably easier to do when you're not trying to angle this. And then what is, oh, I guess this is the switch for it to know that you inserted key. Maximum boot up. Superior.
Circle arms. Multi-sword.
Okay, it's 2 sounds.
Power claw.
This one's the most ridiculous.
Sky arrow. Multi-sword. Power claw. Sky arrow. Multi-sword.
So how, like, see, holding this thing is, like, interesting.
Power claw. Sky arrow. Multi-sword.
Okay. try not to touch the chrome.
Maximum boot up power. Aeroseo claw impact. Sky arrow. Maximum boot up sky. Rumble arrow strike.
Obviously, he did this in Z, or he did this with Z.
Maximum boot up multi. Superior claw impact.
Apologize, you can't even see anything.
Multi-sword. Maximum boot up multi. Superior sword finish. Sky arrow.
That was weird.
Multi-sword. Sky arrow. Power claw.
I wonder where technically the button will be. I think it's within this. Can't press anything, okay.
Sky arrow. Maximum boot up original. Zestia arrow strike.
Does this not shoot them out?
Maximum
Yeah, it doesn't.
multi-sword.
But yeah, that's essentially it. That should be it. This thing is pretty interesting. Obviously, technically, the kaiju keys will just.
Maximum boot up. Sword finish. Power claw. Claw impact. Maximum boot up. Arrow strike.
Yeah, really interesting weapon. Like, you know, just it's actually nice for Ultraman to technically have another, you know, it's the first weapon? No, it's the last weapon that technically, this is technically the second weapon that actually, oh whoops, that actually, you know, integrated the gimmicks into it. It's not the first, because technically that's the Rube Korin, but obviously the Rube Korin was kind of technically stuck with 2 crystals, but this thing, obviously, it's essentially like, you know, your traditional writer role-playing, your writer role-play thing, like, you know, like the attach cases and such. Apparently this just fell on my mic. But yeah, that should be it for this first video. Again, the Circle Arms, Sky Type, and Ultraman were technically supposed to be the second one, but the second one is technically reserved for. The second one is gonna be more. There's just gonna be more stuff, essentially, just because. Just gonna stock that one over. So yeah, I wonder how long this video is gonna be now.